Good morning to you. Father's Day, heads up, 2 weeks away. This month's Kids First on Fox is about not only the importance of celebrating father figures in our lives, but also the importance of creating spaces for dads to connect with other dads. Here with us this morning for our Dads Club edition of Kids First on Fox is Nikki Sullivan, and Nikki is the manager of program quality of LifeSmart Youth. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. When I heard about this, I thought this is interesting because it's not something I would have ever thought of.
Yeah,
you know?
myself either, right? I'm not a dad, right? So where do you even start with that
Right,
topic?
yeah, because what does it mean to be a dad? Sounds like it should be a simple, it's not.
It's not,
Yeah.
it's not in the slightest, right? And as I said, I'm not a dad, and so I'm thinking, like, where do I start with this information, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to my dad, right? I think he's a pretty amazing dad, and so when I think about my definition, I think about my time with my dad. But everyone's family looks different, their fathers look different, sound different, feel different, smell different, all the differences, right? But I think we're really talking about what a parent means, and does a parent show up for their kids? And if you are showing up, then anybody can identify as a parent, a mother, or a father. Be there, be present.
Absolutely. Talking about showing up for your kids, what are some ways that a dad can do that to, feel present?
Yeah, and I think we want to start with, well, what does that even mean, right? To be present. We typically think about physically, am I here with my kids? It's so much more than that. We're moving into the sphere of emotions, which we tend to think dads can't do emotions, and they absolutely can. So it's more than just going to the concerts and the soccer games. It's sitting there through the breakups and the pains of the math homework at the kitchen table. It's talking to your kids about stressors. It's picking up a phone. Mothers aren't the only ones that communicate. Dads can do it too. They can pick up a phone and call and reach out and say, hey, I'm thinking about you and I miss you. Those are excellent ways to be present in really small but meaningful ways.
I'd think something was wrong if I saw my dad doing a phone call. What about texting? I mean, is that an option?
I think that's probably fair. My dad usually is a texter, but when he calls, I'm like, what's happening? Or maybe I'm like, oh my God, you don't want anything? You just want to tell me you love me? And how wonderful those moments are. And so yeah, our kids may want to text. Try out a phone call. Yeah, you might scare them for a second, but it's such a small way to make a really large impact. I think we underestimate those personal touches because they really can create core memories, how dads can connect with their kids.
But sometimes easier said than done, so it can be
absolutely
challenging.
100%. Yeah, I mean, any parent will say, right, it's difficult to be a parent, and it's particularly difficult to be a dad. It has its own unique sets of challenges, and I think for much of history, we've talked about the responsibilities of parenthood and the joys and the struggles largely being that of mothers. But that narrative is shifting and saying, like, hey, fathers want to be there too, and they need a place at the table, and they can be valued and they can be heard, but they need to know how to be a good parent, which is why the value of a dad's club and the conversation of a dad's club really comes into play when we think about where can they turn to for support.
But like, how do you even meet people? Because I think of someone like my husband. I mean, it's not like he's just going to go out and, hey, you want to be in my dad's club?
Right.
So how do you even do that?
Yeah, making friends at any age, right? What a task, right? Maybe the little ones can figure it out, but as you get older, it's more difficult, right? But there's usually that one friend that almost everyone has, and if we don't, we have to figure out, how do we make friends? We tell our kids, go into the world, put your best foot forward, be courageous, be brave, communicate. We're going to give the same advice to dads. Start with one friend and then maybe create a network and have that network of dads be able to lean on one another for support and for resources.
Yeah. Exactly. That makes it sound manageable.
It's a good place to start for sure.
Yeah, we really appreciate all this information this morning. This was a really good topic. We're going to put more on the website, fox59.com/morning. Thank you so much for coming in.
Absolutely.
And just a reminder, 2 weeks away, Father's Day weekend's my husband's birthday too, so take care of a lot of stuff. We'll see you again soon.